about that, I can give you one of my mics to send you the file.
I've got my main kit in there. It's just ease of use. I'm trying this with the cats on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hey up, and welcome to another video. Now, I don't want you to get the wrong impression of that opening scene that we're doing some sort of fitness video for the over 50s. We're not, and I'm out with Eddie Skelson today. I did invite him to jog, and he declined the offer. I think he don't want people to see how fit he really is, how quick he can run, I think. Anyway, so we're walking the Longshaw Estate at the minute, parked up outside Padley Gorge. We might pop down there later. We have got some autumn colours, sparse as they are. And the other reason for the running at the beginning of the video was we're kind of running into autumn, we're jogging into autumn, so that's what today's all about. Can we find some autumn colour? Can we find some light to start with? Because it's pretty dull. Sun's only been up an hour though. I bought some money, so we might end up down at the railway station. We might not, because I've heard it's closed for refurbishment on the website.
Really?
No. So, yeah, we're going to try and capture some autumn today. We're hungry for it. It's very slow coming. Autumn's almost whispering to us, I'm here, but not quite yet. Yeah, it's whispering just like that. So, whatever happens, we'll have a good morning out, and we'll get some shots. We did see down the bottom there Nigel Danson in a red jacket. So he's out in this area photographing this morning, and I think he's going to go down to Padley Gorge as well afterwards. So just took a first shot. We've got a pond in the distance there, and because it's so dark, it's going to need a little bit of processing activity. So here's that first shot, just as a warm-up, and yeah, no more jogging today, I don't think. Let's crack on. Come across this little scene now with a couple of nice trees with some autumn colours on. So I've took a couple of shots here, one to include all this debris in the foreground, and another one to include the trees either side of the little ones. The only problem is the sky is very white, no texture, so probably the better shot here is going to be the vertical shot where we can crop out that sky. We've also got here, which Eddie's already took, we have got some fungi clinging to this tree, and that looks rather nice, so we'll do excuse me, we'll do a 70 to 200 shot here on this, and get that in the bag as well. Why not? Look at this one with two eyes. I'm really glad we made the decision to come over here this morning, because when you come and park up at Padley Gorge, there's a magnet that pulls you into Padley Gorge itself, and you don't think about coming across the road here. So I'm really glad that we've took that decision. However, we probably will still go down to Padley Gorge. Well, you might be sure we couldn't resist the magnet of Padley Gorge, so we've come over here now. What are we going to get? Probably all sorts. I think we've got mushrooms in mind, and from memory there certainly will be some up on this right hand side past the gnarly trees. So don't know what we're going to take here. A variety. Definitely might have a waterfall in or two. We might head down for the to the cafe for a coffee, maybe. Who knows? So we'll come back when we find a composition. And I need to learn to look at the lens and not the screen. Screen, 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 lens, screen, lens. Just been playing around with this scene here, and I just wanted to get this, there's a branch coming down and it's got some autumn colours on it. I'm trying to put it into a composition and it's not easy. I wanted to include this tree sort of leading in on the left hand side there. It didn't quite work because there was too much nothingness in the middle. So I've pretty much zoomed in now. Let me see if I can zoom in on the video camera. I've kind of zoomed in now and got this composition with the ferns in the foreground, and I think that's the best I can do with this. I don't think I can make this any better, but it's just got a little bit of autumn colour in the shot. I don't know whether you can see this on the video camera, but there's a little bit of light catching the ferns and this tree on here. So I've quite severely underexposed this scene, and just to see what I can bring out in the raw file, because I always shoot raw. Every shot I take is a raw file, and I like to hand process every shot. So let's see if we can kind of isolate this light and make this scene look something. This morning's turning into a very nice, relaxing morning's photography. We're both kind of wandering off, getting our own shots. We're not necessarily copying the same compositions, which is good, because then we're not competing against each other. We're still looking for mushrooms. If we find some mushrooms, we will take those, but otherwise we just keep taking compositions. With me. Oh, mushrooms, by the way. Mushrooms. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So we've come for a break at the usual place station, and I've crashed the cache today, big time. Look at the size of these bacon bats. Jesus Christ. Very nice. So it's very warm today, it's very humid. It's more like summer than October. But after this we might pop up and get a waterfall, maybe, we'll see. This looks right tasty. Eddie's halfway through his. Well, since we've had that bacon, we've had more light in the woodlands as we've walked back up, and I've just got this tree in front of me now. I'm just about to see it there in the background, and the tree's catching the light, so I've underexposed this shot just so we can process the image how I want it to look. And you won't see this on the video because the video is showing the scene much brighter when I'm going to make it, but I just love the light that's falling on that tree. Yeah, let's see how this comes out. Eddie's is way ahead, and he's gone. And the thing is, when Eddie disappears, sometimes it means he's found a really good shot that he don't want you to see. Secret. You have to watch him. He disappears. Now, if we was able to get rid of this tree that you can see in front, the composition behind there would be really nice, but you just can't get a clear shot. You can if you move down, so I've gone down low to get this shot, the best shot I can get, but there's still branches coming into the composition. So there's going to be a bit of work here to do in post-processing, but a very, very nice shot. If only this tree in front could disappear. We have found shrooms. In other words, translated, we've found some mushrooms in the most ideal place possible, right next to a waterfall. Okay, another great morning in and around the Longshaw Estate and Padley Gorge, and yeah, Eddie Skelson is a crazy guy sometimes, but an enjoyable morning. Now, some learnings with this Nikon Z30 for me during the making of this video. One was I just can't get used to looking at the lens when I've got a screen to look at. So most of the time at the minute I'm looking at the screen, as you've seen on the footage, and I'm not looking at the lens. So I've really got to practice that. How hard should it be? But yeah, it was. The other issue we had, I was using the sound from this, so I was using there's two microphones on top. I was using that for sound, and that was fine until we got to the calf. Then I had to crank the sound up in post-processing so you could hear what I was saying. So it's going to be the Rode Wireless. I think we're going to have to use more on with this than the two microphones built in. So the other issue I had, and the most worrying one, was this one, where it wasn't focusing on my eyes, and it had done a really good job all the way through. All other face-to-face footage, it had been in focus, but for some reason this scene, it didn't focus on my eyes, and I don't know why. I wonder if it's because the scene's quite high contrast. I don't know. I've tested it again, and it's been all right. So that is a bit of a mystery. Then the other one is wobbly footage. Wobbly footage, very wobbly indeed, and there's quite a bit I didn't put in. For me, when I was filming, it looked smooth, but when I've played it back to edit it, it's wobbly. So I need to either develop a better technique when I'm filming with my hand, or I need to get one of these gimbal kits for it. It's probably going to be a gimbal kit, but that's going to be next year. I think I'll soldier on with it now. And next video I'm going to go to Sherwood Forest in Nottingham. So I think there I'm going to use a combination of this and the Osmo to try and get some better stability in the footage. Now after that, in a couple of weeks' time, we're off to Yorkshire, and Helen's made up. She's thrilled to bits that we're off to Yorkshire. Couldn't be happier that we're going to be walking around, photographing waterfalls, walking up and down hills, getting muddy, getting wet, and not a shop in sight. She's absolutely ecstatic about it. Not. And so I'm glad I've found these things out now with this, so I can try and iron them out before we have 5 days in Yorkshire. Fantastic, looking forward to that. So we are, whilst we're there, Aysgarth Falls, 3 or 4 other waterfalls that's been on my list, Malham Cove, Janet's Foss, Gordale Scar, maybe the Lone Tree at Malham. It is a bit of a walk, Helen. Ribblehead Viaduct, I've been over it but never photographed it. Another decent walk. And on the last day I've planned Ingleton Waterfalls, which I've told Helen is quite a short walk, but in reality it's a very long walk, but some beautiful waterfalls along the way from what I can see. So it's going to be a busy time of filming and photographing, and after that, when we come back from Yorkshire, we should run straight into autumn all around us. Now the bushometer outside in my garden, you can see here, is really starting to turn now. Now last year, when that lost all its green and turned the lovely oranges and reds that it has, we was in full autumn. So it's not far away from that great autumn time for taking photographs. So thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe if it's your first time watching the channel. Your support, whether you're watching or subscribing, is greatly appreciated. Share the video, give it a like, pop a comment in. Do you like Padley Gorge as much as we do? Because it's a place that always delivers something for the camera lens. We're going to finish on a slideshow with a difference. I just couldn't resist taking some still shots with this. So we're going to end with a slideshow now. of those shots that I took in Padley Gorge with the Nikon Z30. So otherwise I'll see you later in Sherwood Forest in Nottinghamshire.